Hello everyone, thank you for taking the time to join me once more for this video. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, I kindly ask that you hit the like button, subscribe, and also activate the notification bell. Make sure to select all notifications so that you won't miss any of my future videos. Today I'd like to delve into the topic of the Royal Jubilee babies. Although some of them are no longer babies per se, they are, nevertheless, the younger members of the royal family. There has been a considerable amount of discussion circulating about Prince Louis, and I find it rather perplexing that such attention is directed towards a 4-year-old. In my perspective, his behavior doesn't seem markedly different from what I've witnessed in other children, be it my nieces, nephews, or godchildren. Sure, there might have been moments when he tested his mother's patience, but let's consider the context of his life in the past few days. He observed his parents taking Charlotte and George out for outings because they're older, and if he acted out, it could be because he sought some one-on-one attention with his mom. During these events, there was loud music, bustling carnivals, and no doubt, persistent flashes from photographers. Sweets were being passed around among cousins, and even little Lena Tyndall had a moment when she seemed reluctant to share sweets with Louis, favoring George instead. Kids will be kids, and in my view, a 4-year-old is still very much a young child. Behavior of this nature isn't indicative of a grown individual acting out inappropriately. There were discussions surrounding a particular incident where Catherine was advising Louis to calm down, and he placed his hand over her mouth. Some individuals speculated that this behavior was learned at home, insinuating a potentially abusive environment between Catherine and William. The insinuations and conclusions drawn from these discussions were utterly distasteful. There's a photo of Mia Tyndall doing the same thing to her father, which, judging from the giggles shared, seemed more like a playful interaction while he was singing. Moreover, there have been instances captured on the balcony from previous years where Savannah also engaged in similar behavior with George. These instances are typical childhood behaviors that aren't inherently problematic. I've experienced similar playful actions from my own nieces and nephews. It's just children being playful. Admittedly, Louis appeared to get slightly overexcited, and Catherine attempted to quiet him down. Following this, there seemed to be a realization on his part as he showed affection to his mom, which is a common way for children to express remorse after crossing boundaries. This behavior is typical for children at that age, exploring limits and pushing boundaries as they grow and learn. I've received some rather harsh and unwarranted comments in the past couple of days, suggesting that because I don't have children, I shouldn't comment on these matters. By that logic, are these critics suggesting that because they have children, they have the right to insult a 4-year-old boy online? I find such reasoning highly flawed. I have numerous friends with children, and I've closely observed their development. Additionally, I have nieces, nephews, and godchildren, providing me with a fair understanding of normal childhood behavior. In my assessment, Louis didn't display anything out of the ordinary. Amidst the incredible Jubilee celebrations, it was disheartening to witness the multitude of trolls fixated on scrutinizing a mere 4-year-old boy. This fixation warrants a serious reflection on their priorities. When Prince Louis covered his ears during the flyover, some suggested there might be something wrong with him, not considering that he's simply a 4-year-old who might have found the noise overwhelming. Criticizing a young child on social media has become alarmingly normalized, and I firmly believe that anyone attacking a child on any platform should face immediate repercussions, possibly being banned. From my perspective, observing Prince Louis throughout the Jubilee celebrations, I didn't witness a misbehaving child. Rather, I saw an excited little boy thoroughly enjoying himself, pulling faces, and perhaps getting a bit carried away in the festivities. I've attended countless children's birthday parties filled with excitement, sugar rushes, loud music, and children showing off in front of their peers and family. In Louis's case, amid the massive crowds and enthusiastic cheers, he was merely displaying the joy of the moment. Regardless of a child's parentage, they should always be off limits, particularly when it comes to online trolling. It's truly disconcerting to witness the abhorrent comments circulating on social media regarding a 4-year-old boy. With that, I'll conclude my thoughts on this matter and shift the focus to some of the other royal babies, such as the adorable and endearing mini version of Mike Tyndall. The arrival of Zara and Mike's youngest member, Lucas, is a delightful addition to the royal family. This bouncing bundle of joy is undeniably reminiscent of his father, boasting a mop of white blonde hair that's simply adorable. Observing Lucas, one can't help but wonder if he'll someday follow in his father's footsteps and become a royal rugby player. His promising resemblance to Mike sparks speculation about his future in sports. Another royal cutie, baby August, stole the spotlight, being the son of Princess Eugenie and Jack. The joyous sight of both parents playfully engaging with their child was heartwarming. It's a common occurrence for children to bear resemblance to their parents, but the striking similarity between August and Princess Eugenie captured attention. Discovering childhood photos of Eugenie unveiled the striking resemblance between mother and son, cementing the notion of August being a mini-me of his mother. Now turning attention to baby Lily, whose recent photographs sparked discussions. The colored and black and white images, to some, seem to depict entirely different infants. Yet, focusing on the black and white picture initially, Lily's striking similarity to her cousin August became apparent. Such close resemblances among relatives are not unusual, often sparking debates among observers. Drawing parallels from personal experience, the genetic resemblance shared between cousins or siblings often surprises people, much like my own resemblance to my cousin, sparking confusion among strangers. Genetics play a fascinating role in determining a child's features, often leading to debates and speculations on social media. Unfortunately, amidst the joy of welcoming new members to the royal family, some individuals indulge in baseless criticisms and hurtful comments aimed at innocent children. This behavior is unacceptable, and the responsibility lies not with the children but with their parents. However, delving into genetics, it's intriguing to note discussions regarding the children's appearance and their resemblance to Meghan, their mother. Opinions vary, but some assert that they haven't inherited Meghan's biracial features. My personal observation leads me to believe that both baby Lily and Archie share resemblances, particularly with Harry, their father. However, glimpses of Meghan in their features are also unmistakable. Speculations about ginger genes and their dominance emerge, citing Thomas Markle's side of the family, known for their distinctive traits. With Harry's red hair and the dominant Markle genes, it's plausible that both Archie and Lily inherited their father's distinctive features. This mix of genetics results in their red hair, reminiscent of both Harry and the Markle family traits. Unfortunately, amidst the joyous discussions about genetics and family resemblances, there's a darker side seen on social media. Criticism and speculations run rampant, fueling unnecessary debates and hurtful comments. It's imperative to remember that these are real children, innocent, and should be shielded from such negativity. However, there are concerns regarding the visibility of these children, particularly during public appearances or family events. Questions arise about the absence of the children, notably Archie, during certain family outings or gatherings, sparking curiosity about their whereabouts. Limited sightings and the release of only a few photographs add to the mystery surrounding their presence. The scrutiny faced by Harry and Meghan leads to speculations about the timing and purpose behind releasing the photos, suggesting it might be a form of damage control following negative receptions or public reactions. In the recent video, the notable point was the prohibition on photographing Meghan with her photographer during her meeting with the Queen. This particular restriction struck me as highly peculiar. The continuous stream of speculations and conjectures around the couple's actions and statements, especially concerning their children, has been abundant. Harry's approach, lacking straightforwardness in addressing these rumors, only fuels further speculation. Whether it's the timing of the baby's birth or the allegedly altered photographs, such instances trigger people's curiosity and raise questions. The couple, expressing a desire for their children to have a private life, engage in actions that seem contradictory. The black and white picture of Meghan depicts her looking remarkably younger and slimmer, supposedly taken just a day before another photo where she appears noticeably different. This stark contrast raises eyebrows, especially considering the possibility that the baby Lily is in her arms in both images. It's perplexing how such a significant difference in appearance could emerge within a day. leading to theories about makeup and image manipulation. Examining Meghan's appearance in the black and white photo, observers note a striking resemblance to a much younger version of herself, even likening her to celebrities like Julia Roberts sans makeup. The drastic variance between the two images sparks intrigue and prompts further scrutiny into the narrative being presented. The lack of candid moments in their photos, the orchestrated setups, and the absence of natural, spontaneous captures add to the enigma surrounding the couple's intentions. The absence of Harry in these photographed moments, especially during supposed family gatherings or events, adds another layer of mystery. Questions arise about the photographer's involvement, particularly one associated with Meghan's maternity pictures reportedly taken through an iPad in the UK. The scenes depicted in the photographs, such as Meghan holding one child while surrounded by others and the absence of Harry, contribute to the puzzle surrounding the couple's public portrayal. Notably, the absence of Harry in photographed moments with his children, particularly after the last known instance in Canada, adds to the ongoing curiosity. Given the supposed birthday party, the absence of endearing moments between Archie and Lily, or even interaction with their cousins, raises questions about the authenticity of the family narrative being presented. The couple's claim of inviting others to an event during the Platinum Jubilee weekend, despite knowing prior commitments, gives rise to perceptions of intentional victimization. Using their children to further this narrative draws criticism, especially when comparing it to the visible camaraderie among other royal children during celebratory events. Observing the interaction and joy among the cousins and other royal children during the Jubilee celebrations stands in contrast to the seclusion that Harry and Meghan advocate for their own children. It raises concerns about the potential impact of such isolation on their upbringing and social interactions. As discussions and opinions emerge around these observations, it's imperative to remember the innocence of the children involved. They did not choose this public life and deserve consideration and respect in discussions and commentaries. In conclusion, the series of events, contradictions, and intentional narratives surrounding Harry and Meghan continue to captivate public interest. The mysteries, discrepancies, and apparent manipulations in images or narratives fuel ongoing speculation and discussion. It remains crucial to approach these discussions with sensitivity, especially when involving innocent children thrust into the public spotlight. Lastly, while sharing thoughts and opinions, it's essential to maintain respect and consideration towards the children involved, acknowledging their right to privacy despite the circumstances. Signing off with curiosity piqued and questions lingering, awaiting your perspectives. Remember, a compassionate approach toward these little souls is key. Till next time, take care. If you fancy supporting, head to my About page. Sending love.